Hello everyone, this is King LT. This video is the news of our new product. This is our H32BS smart controller. And we almost spent 4 months for development of the new product. And also we called the BS, that's the S means the super. So this is the most powerful in King Kong's smart controller list. So we have taken many functions together. And this is all-in-one. Such as we can integrate the switch terminal board and the wireless remote and the RS485 Modbus and some new functions all together in one box. So this is all-in-one. And now I will tell you what is the advantage of this H32BS and what is the difference between the H32BS and the H32B relay controller. And I will show you the details. Let's look at the H32BS controller. We look at the hardware interface firstly. You can see this is the output. This is RS232 point. And this is RS485 interface. This is A and B, A and B. And this is 32 output. And the first hole, every first hole is voltage in. This voltage in you can use well to 24 volt or can use. If you let this V in connect with 24, so this output will output 24 volt. And if V in is DC 12 volt, and the output will be 12 volt DC. And this is the power supply DC 12 volt. This is only used by DC 12 volt power supply for this controller work voltage. And this is the Wi-Fi antenna. And you can see this side. This is the Ethernet part. And this is set. This is the Wi-Fi reset, and the Ethernet mode and the Wi-Fi mode, just like H32B. And you can see this is many interface. It's colorful. And this is digital 1 to digital 6. This 6 digital is used for dry contact sensor, like PIR sensor, machine sensor, and the smoke sensor or gas sensor. Just use this 6 interface. And this green is for wall switch panel. Just use dry contact or momentary or self-reset wall switch panel. This is the one key 1, switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, until switch 16. And this began 17, switch 17 until switch 32. So this you can connect with your wall switch directly. And this orange is all on and all off, just for all on and all off for your switch panel, for your button. And this black is ground. This ground is used for sensor, used for switch panel, just a key count, connect with it together. And you can see there are 2 wireless remote module, receive module. This is 433 MHz. So now you can use these 2 remote. These 2 remote, just every remote is 16 channel. This is 16 channel. So you can pair with your remote signal from this module is from 1 to 16 channel output. And the second remote is compared with this module. This is from 17 to 32 channel by this remote. So now this time you can use the remote control the output directly, not need to use the switch terminal board. Okay, this is the interface of the H32BS hardware. And also you can use the DIN rail on installation. Okay, now I will tell you what's the difference between the H32B and this is the H32BS. At first, we can see the weight. Okay, we can power on. The first, we look at the H32B. And the second, we will look at the BS. Now we can put the H32B. This is the wedge. because there are some relays inside, so this is heavy. And now we can put this H32BS, and you can see the weight is reduced. So this is heavy than this one. And because there are no relay inside, they just use the MOSFET inside. Okay, let's look at the H32B. If you want to use the wall switch to control relay output, we can see what we need. I use H32B and the switch terminal board and the wall switch panel. And your remote. So if you need use the wall switch, you need a wall switch and the switch terminal board and the H32B relay controller. And also you can use the remote. But this time we have designed this H32BS. We can put it together. And now you can use the remote to this H32BS directly. And the switch panel, you just connect with this line to this point directly. So you will not need to use the switch terminal board. This board will never not needed to use. But if you want to use, also is no problem. You just let the RS232 connect with the RS232 point. Is okay. If we need to save the space, you just use this one. So it will be very easy and simple. This is use the PMOS output and not have relay. We can connect our external relay. So if you want to make a power distribution box, this is DIN rail, and you can install your controller on the DIN rail, and you can use this relay board like this is 24 channel, and like this is 16 channel, and like this is 8 channel. So you can consist by yourself. And also you can use this solid state relay SSR, and we have a heat sink just like this, so that you can install the DIN rail. And the contact, this is for large power contact. And we can see this relay module use this relay, Omron relay, because this relay we just easy to remove. You can see I can easy to remove. So if the relay is bad, I can remove and replace a new one. It's very easy. So just use this relay will be easy to repair. And if you have 32 output, not large power, you can install a DIN rail for this relay output. If you want to use relay 1, output 1 to output 16, use this relay. This is for 16 ampere. And if you want to use the SSR, you can install the SSR. And if you have the large power current, you can use the contact. You can use this one. And also, if you have any brand, not master Kinkonis relay board, just any relay module, just work as 12 volt DC is better, then you can install on the DIN rail. So this DIN rail is very safe space, because now you can use the switch panel directly. You just use this connect with this point. You can use many wall switch just connect with the controller. And this relay, SSR and the contact, you can use any brand, any company's product. So you can consist by yourself, because the SSR is no sound, no noise, will not on off pom 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 this sound. So if you install beside your house or beside your room, you can use the SSR. There will be no any sound, so will be quiet. Okay, this is flexible, so you can make your power distribution box. Use the controller and the relay or this part according to yourself. So this is the H32BS, the advantage of the hardware structure. And the software, as same as the H32B, also this controller support HTTP by mobile phone, by PC software, and by MQTT, is no problem. Okay, now I think you can understand the H32BS controller and you can use it for your project. If you have some questions, you can leave a message to us. We will give you a quickly feedback. And also you have some ideas for improvement, and you can leave a message to us. We will implement and update the freeware and according to users' feedback. And maybe your ideas, we will make a new product for you. And according to most people will have some ideas, and maybe we can in future make a new hardware for you. Okay, thanks for your support, King Kong's product. Thanks for watching.